Greetings, friends and future friends. Today's video is on the Korg Pa5x. Now, what I want to show you today is all the functionality of the Korg Pa5x and how you can create a sample, convert it to a multi-sample, then convert it to a key set. And when you have this key set in your library, anytime you wanted to play this sample, all you'd have to do is go to your library, look for the title of this key set, and there you go. You're playing that sound you just sampled. The Korg Pa5x has a lot of functionality when dealing with a sample inside itself. You don't even have to go to an external source to create a sample. So, let's get in the studio and see how that stuff works. Okay, I've got the Korg Pa5x all fired up and ready to go. And before I zoom into the screen, I just want to go over a couple things so you'll know what I'm doing when I say something in this process. So when I say record edit, it's this button right here. This is the play and record button. And exit, of course, you know, and the menu. And this is also the wheel. And we're going to be using that wheel a lot. So these are some things I wanted you to see before we get zoomed into the screen. Also, you're going to see that I have a microphone connected. And what I've done is taken that microphone and brought it in to the input, the audio input of the Korg Pa5x. This is the sampling system we're going to use today. Although you can import samples, I'll do that in the next video, but this video is purely going to be about how to take a sample and create a key set with it. Okay, before we can start to sample using the microphone, we want to make sure that the microphone is set up. So we go to microphone guitar. Now the chord harmony preset is a preset that I created that turns off the chord harmony. So we have no chord harmony. We're going to make sure that the delay and reverb is off. So we have no effects on this microphone when we're recording to create that sample. If we want to add effects, we can always add effects later. So let's go back to the main. Okay, now we're going to create a sample. We're going to get record, edit, go down here to sample edit, and it brings us up to this screen. We can see edit, loop, sample, info, and memory info. Sample info will give you the info on the sample itself, and memory info will give you the info on that sample once you create it. So if you have any storage problems, you'll know how much information is being used by that sample. So let's go back to edit, and we're going to pick up our microphone. We're going to go down here and touch this button called record. We're going to hit record, and when I hit record, I'm going to say hello, and we'll see if we can sample it. Hello. Stop recording. And we're going to go back up here to edit. And now we have the sample all ready to go. Now I click on use 0, and what we're going to do is hit the start. And what that's going to do, we're using the wheel. We push use 0, and I clicked on the start. We're going to put that right up. And now we're going to make sure that the loop timing is a little bit off. So we're going to make sure that's above the start. Come back here and do the start again. And boom, boom, boom. Now we're going to do the end of the loop and back that down. And right there. And make sure we'll get this loop S up a little bit more. And then we're going to bring that up in there a little more closer. Okay. All right. Now, if we hit C4. Hello. 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 You can hear it playing that sample right now. And we have it on C4. So when I'm playing C4. Hello. 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 It's playing that sample. So now all we do is go up here, hit save, and then we're going to use HE Get out of this. Do HELLO. Hello. Go OK. And now what we're doing, we're going to do no family and save it as a new sample and say save. Okay, sure, yes. All right, we have now created a sample. This sample is called hello. And if we look at our samples, now I don't have many samples, external samples like this on my keyboard. Some people have a lot. But the Korg will put these samples in order. So these are a couple samples I created, but right here you can see sample 6 is the sample that we just created. So we exit back out of that. And if you just hit hello up there where it says samples, you're going to bring up all the samples you have in here. So let's exit back out of that. And now we have a sample all ready to go. Okay, before we can create a key set, we have to create what they call a multi-sample. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to come over here to the menu, click on that. It brings us up to this screen. Import, export, you kind of know what that means. If I wanted to export this sample out, or actually I could go here and bring in a sample if I want to create something from something I created outside the keyboard, I could do that. Time slice I'm going to go into later on. But right here, multiple sample, multi-sample, we need to bring up this screen because we can't create a key set until we create a multi-sample. Now, what you can see is right here it says off and there's no sample. But if we click, remember that listing of my samples. And I think number 6 is hello. And boom, hello is on C4. Now everything down there, and if we wanted to edit the sample, we could go back and do that. But you see, original note, C4, level, 0, and keep it the same thing. I can actually create a change in the pitch right here also. And where do you want this played from? C1 to G9. We're just going to leave it alone, but so it could play over the whole keyboard. But if I wanted to limit it to only a certain octave, I could do that right here. And once we've done that, we've loaded that up, we go over here and we say save. And we're going to save hello. And now we created a multi-sample, what I call a multi-sample. So with that being created, we can now create a key set from that. And let's go there. Okay, we're in the main menu of the keyboard. So first thing we're going to do is go hit record edit, go over here and hit sound edit. And now we have Jimmy Organ. Then we want to tap on Jimmy Organ or whatever presets in here. Go to user and tap on a blank preset or key set. Exit, and now you're going to see we have new program. Now the next thing we're going to want to do, and what we're going to do right off the bat, is make this mono, because we're going to make it a single playing type sample. Hit menu and go to basic. Now that brings up this screen, and you can see you have all different things. First, let's go to sound. And for this, we're just going to use one oscillator because we're only going to have one sample playing. And it's going to show mono and all these different things here. The top key, bottom key, and all this stuff right here. Sound controller module. This is all stuff that's happening. But what I do is I leave it at booking the whole way across. The max range of 5 semitones and all that. That's stuff that you'll have to adjust per your sample. I'm just giving you a rough idea how to get this going, how to create. So we go to oscillator, we go to user, and you can see already it brought up a couple of my samples. We'll go over here, touch on this, and now we're going to bring up hello and see if it plays. Hello, hello. Now you can already see that you can't see me hitting the key, but if I just gently touch the key, hello, hello, hello. And if I put a lot of velocity on the key, hello, hello, and there you go. Now you've brought that sample in, and if we look at different scales, hello, 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 hello. So now I'm playing the C4, hello. Now I'm playing D4, hello, E4, hello, and A4, hello, hello, hello.
Now, all we need to do is go over here, save sound. We'll rate it as hello. Go OK. Save. Boom. Now, if we exit, go back to the, we exit out of this, you're going to see we just created a preset called hello. And if we exit out of all this, and we come over here, and we don't want alt sax, we'll go over here to keys, and we'll go over here to upper key, go over to user, hit hello, exit. Now you're going to see hello is in this preset, and if we play it, hello, 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 hello. Okay, there's one other thing I want to show you, because if I play this sample, hello, 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 you can hear there's reverb and delay on that hello. Now, we didn't record the sample that way, but there is. So what does that mean? It's simple. We're going to mixer. We're going to upper one. Let's go here. And there you go. We can see in upper one that there's effects 1 and effects 2. So let's go here to effects 1 and drop that to 0. Effects 2. Let's drop that to 0. And now, hello, hello. Now there's no effects. So this is another thing I wanted you to be aware of, because when you record the sample, I recommend that you record it as clean as possible, because when you bring it back into the keyboard, you're going to have the advantage of bringing in different effects. And if we wanted to, again, we could actually bring that reverb and delay back up. Hello, hello, hello. And that's how you create a sample to a multiple sample or a multi-sample to a key preset or a key set.
So I hope this video helps you to see how to use the sampler function in the Korg Pa5x. I'll probably do a couple more videos on this topic, because there's just so many things you can do with that sample in the sample function in the Korg Pa5x. A lot of things you can do. Also, if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please subscribe. You'll help us grow the channel. That way we can bring you more cool stuff. So take care, my friends, and thanks for watching.